Okay, Saturday in Las Vegas, in Bellagio, about to start a session. Did want to mention that on March 4th, first Tuesday of the month, newsletter came out. So here is the table of contents, make some space, and a zoomed in table of contents. In addition to those segments on top about living nomadically, totally new segment at the bottom. Some great restaurants in the Council Bluffs, Omaha area. If you're going to be in the area for poker for the first time, probably a lot of people who have been there don't know about these places. I did give in a free Patreon post a few Mondays ago some restaurant suggestions, places in or very, very close to the casino. These require a car or ride share to get there, but they are a lot better. So if you want to know where to get this double cheeseburger, which by the way did not even cost $11, it's in the newsletter. Two ways to read the newsletter. One is to go to my Patreon page and sign up as a paid member. $5 a month gets you access to every newsletter as long as I'm making them. Or you can go to my Patreon page and click on the shop tab and make a one-time purchase of the March 2025 newsletter for $7. Done playing here for now. Getting kind of hungry. As long as I'm close to my room, I'm gonna go in there and make rice if I have enough. It's pretty close. As I was cashing in, Jamin Burton, famous Jamin Burton, was cashing out. And yeah, I might come back here. Might take the monorail to MGM after I eat. I don't know yet. All right, this is all the rice I got left. Even had to go to the car, got like really the last little bit. So let's see how much is left after I make it. That's all that's left. So I guess I gotta go to Winco at 2 a.m. Winco's 24 hours. Drive when there's no traffic, pick up some rice. All right, half a can of corn, half a can of refried beans are gonna go in the rice. This is actually the other, these are the other halves. They're gonna go in my fridge. And when I say fridge, I mean lunchbox filled with ice cubes. It's cooking. Okay, forgot a couple things. One, to film, take a picture at least after the dish was complete. Tuna doesn't go great with the refried beans, but I'm out of cans of chicken. It was okay. Much prefer the chicken, the beans, the rice. Also forgot, even though I'm about to head to MGM, the Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore. Too many teams went to other conferences. So there is no tournament going on at T-Mobile. West Coast Conference finished recently at Orleans. Mountain West finished today. Colorado State beat Boise State. Boise State's on the bubble now, but Colorado State got the automatic bid. Pretty sure that was at Thomas and Mack. I think the next sporting event going on at T-Mobile is on Thursday the 20th. Hockey game. The Knights are hosting somebody. Anyway, gonna head to MGM, even though no basketball games ending near in the near future at T-Mobile. Weekend, MGM. Monorail stop here in Harrah's, monorail stop at MGM, so gonna have a good time, at least I expect to. Alright, done playing. I'm in the MGM food court, first time I ever sat in here. I've walked through, I don't think I've ever even bought anything in here. Anyway, first thing I gotta say, just missed seeing GainzPoker. My Kansas friend told me about the channel. Been watching some of the videos for the past couple weeks. And he was in the room. He started the 2-5 list. I asked the floor to check when he started the list because I didn't see him. He started the 2-5 list while he was playing 1-2. It was about 3.5 hours before I got into the room. So I missed, I don't think I missed him by like a matter of seconds, but I missed him. But that would have been cool because I just watched earlier today one of his videos, but he said it was play from February 5th, so I had no idea if he was in town or not. I think he lives in California and occasionally flies in and plays for about a week, so just missed seeing him. Maybe I'll see him tomorrow, I don't know. A guy pulled a $25,000 envelope. There's a thing going on. I met Chris, shout out to Chris. He told me MGM was the place to play because of these raffles. Random seat draw. If you get drawn, you pull an envelope out of a barrel. There was a $100 winner, there were multiple $500 winners, and then the last drawing for a while, a guy on table 12 pulled the $25,000 envelope, so that was cool. What else happened? My table wasn't all that lively. It was okay. I was doing all right, and then I lost overpair to overpair. Thought about turning into a bluff. I took the lead from the guy on the turn, was ready to barrel the river. It definitely would have worked against the local, but this guy I think would have just hated it, but called anyway. So I aborted the plan. I checked back. He showed me his bigger overpair like I thought he had, and I don't think he was folding to a bet of like 100 on the river as much as he would have hated it. So I think I saved 100 bucks there. Anyway, session results. Go over here. This Bellagio, I forget the time. Total was around 5 hours. Bellagio was almost 3 hours, and I made $33. And here at MGM, it was 2 hours and change, and I lost 42. So about 5 hours on the day, about minus $9. Same thing happened in Baltimore. When I gave you results for about a week, it was just outside of the like very volatile results, and I kind of had some boring results, but that happens. I don't know how many more of these videos, 1 or 2 more, chronicling a day in Vegas until I get to the March Madness videos that I have planned. My friends get in on Wednesday the 19th. For me, it is Saturday the 15th. So I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention, and I got to walk to the monorail now. All right, one more thing I want to say. Rake is now $6 max at the MGM properties. Last year, early in the year, it went from 5 to 6 at Bally's, which you probably call Horseshoe, and Caesars, which existed at the time. Then middle of the year, it became 6 at Red Rock, and we were just kind of waiting for it to happen in the MGM properties. Since I've been back, played all 4 MGM property poker rooms. It is 6 max at Mandalay, Aria, Bellagio, and MGM Grand now. And last thing, wanted to just say something about the pricing. So if you want to be a paid member on my Patreon page, I charge $5 per month. If you want to make a one-time purchase to read 1 newsletter, I charge $7 for that one-time purchase. Patreon emails me about some processing costs. Depending on the device you use, you might see numbers different than that. Patreon charges a larger amount to cover the fees associated with, I don't know, Apple or iOS or something. I don't really follow it, but I charge $5 per month for the long-term paid members. I charge $7 for a one-time purchase. If you happen to see more than that, it's an issue with the device and Patreon and third parties that I don't control. So I'm just letting you know. Glad you enjoyed the video. If you would like even more poker, travel, and Las Vegas content, feel free to go to my Patreon page. There are 3 ways to get there. 1 is to type the URL that you've been seeing at the bottom of the screen into your browser. A second way is if you go to my YouTube homepage, next to my icon picture, there is a link to my Patreon page. The third way is to watch any video of mine. Go into the description box below the video, and you'll see the link to my Patreon page. Once you're on my Patreon homepage, you could click on membership, and you could sign up to be a paid member. The first 7 days are free. It's $5 a month after that. In addition to the free post every Monday, you will have access to the exclusive newsletter published on the first Tuesday of every month. It's a monthly newsletter. Or you could go back to my Patreon homepage and you could just click on shop. If there's a table of contents that you find very interesting that I show at the beginning of a video and you just want to read that one newsletter, you could go to my Patreon homepage, click on shop, and each newsletter is individually available for a one-time purchase for $7. Thanks everybody for supporting the brand.